Hey everybody, this is Howard Eskew, the Program Director for Retail Management Program. Hey, I wanted to reach out to you and just share some things with you uh, and get you up to date as far as coursework and plans for moving ahead here at Mesa College. So anyway, before we even get to that, I want to give you a sincere, heartfelt thank you for being on the front line right now during this epidemic. It's something that we've never seen, or at least I've never seen in my lifetime. And you are all courageous, amazing people. And I want to thank you for not only working your regular, some of you are working your regular and extra hours. And let's face it, you're putting yourselves out there on the line because you're interacting with people. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate that and you and the sacrifices that you're making for the community, and also the fact that you're sacrificing being able to be at home with your family during this time. I just want you to know how valuable you are and how grateful I am that you're willing to serve like that. So thank you for your service. So I want to give you some updates for Mesa College. So if you hadn't realized, last week we were closed for students. So you should not have had to be in classes or turn any classwork in last week because, like I said, we were shut down. And so what is important is now we're going to start right back this next week, starting tomorrow. And it is going to be the last week of your first 8 week session. So the decision was made not to extend it an additional week, but instead we will give you, this will be the last week of your 8 week session. And so what I want to tell you about that I think is really important is that you reach out to whomever your faculty member is in whatever class you're in, and just make some contact. I'm sure your faculty member has already contacted you, but what I would be specific about is, one, tell them that this is your last week in the 8 week class. I'm sure they're aware of it. But two, that you are in the retail management program and that you are in the retail food chains. So that means that you're working not just normal hours, but extra hours, and that may impact your ability to complete your work. Then the week after that is spring break. So you've been off this week, going back a week, off another week for spring break, and then you'll come back. And most of you will be with me. So you'll be with me in Business 150. Some of you will be in other classes. Make sure you reach out to your professors. But I'm going to try to do a couple of different things, and so you'll see some videos from me in probably the latter part of next week when I reach out to all of the students. I think I'm going to try to make myself available an hour or 2 or 3. I'm going to actually ask you folks to let me know how much of that you'd like, and I can certainly make myself available. And even if you can't come into the chat rooms that we have at the designated times, but you just want to interact, or if you want to talk, because I'm going to talk here in a minute about self-care. It's really important that you keep social interaction. And so just email me and we'll set up a time and we'll make sure that we get some interaction. Okay? So that's all I've got for the school right now. With the exception of this, I know one of you is taking a 16-week hybrid class. Please be in contact with your instructor. If you need additional support for that class, you can also reach out to me. I teach that class from time to time, and so I'd be more than happy if you feel like you need additional support or if you need some tutoring, because I know it's a hybrid class, and so you are going to class to get that additional support. Just let me know, and I will be there for you. Okay. Here's some things I want you to think about. It's so important for you to take care of you. I know that might sound like it's really selfish. Oh, I've got my family. Oh, I've got this. I've got this. But here's the bottom line. If you don't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of others. So it's not being selfish. It's not being rude or whatever. It's being smart. Okay? So I was thinking about this and I came up with 10 little things that you might want to consider as either self-care or stress relievers. And I'm going to tell you the ones, if I do these, I will let you know. So the first one that I put together was either take time to walk 30 minutes a day or do some type of exercise. And so I do walk my dogs an hour and a half every day. So I do get out there. But I also use YouTube exercises that are age appropriate for me. So no, I am not doing the X factor whatever because I would have a heart attack. But I do some of the exercises that are age appropriate for me. And so that's important because that relieves a lot of stress and anxiety from your body. And it also allows your body to rejuvenate, repair, and maintain its strength. Second thing, think about creating a vision board. If you don't know what a vision board is, a vision board is go out. If you've got a piece of paper, if you've got a piece of cardboard, if you've got a small poster board, and all you do is this. You think about what you would, you can ask yourself, this is what I do. I ask myself, what do I see myself doing in 1, 3, and 5 years? What are those goals and what will they look like? And then I do one of three things. I actually draw, and I am not an artist. I look through different magazines, store ads. I keep that kind of stuff, clip things out, paste or tape on there. And then I do some doodling, or it's called sketching. I can't even remember what the name of it is. They're just like fancy type of words. But anyway, it's all there, and it's motivational because one, it causes me to stop and think through what I want to be and who I see myself being in the future and how am I going to be there. And then it's a physical representation of everything that you think through. And I have one that I usually do this with my personal finance class, and we do it as one of our first assignments because once we do this, then we are able to create goals. And so I do it, and I actually I have mine in my bathroom, and I look at it every morning, and mine's a little different because I've taken little post-it notes and I wrote self-affirmations and goals, and I stick them all around my vision board, and I say all that stuff to myself every morning. And some people think I'm crazy, and I really don't care what other people think because it works for me. That self-affirmation helps me know and builds confidence and builds my mental perspective as I'm going out and head for the day. Third thing is burn scented candles or essential oils. And actually, I've got one going right now. It was a Christmas gift. I have to say that what is this place? Bath and Body. Uh, they're awesome. Their candles are really, really awesome. And if you know anything about me, I'm frugal. So I bought a bunch of their candles after Christmas when they were trying to get rid of them all. So another one I'm going to start after I get finished with this one is eucalyptus spearmint. And so if you have uh, candles, you should, if you are a candle person, use this because those essential oils, as you breathe them in, will help you relax and calm you down. Third, take a hot bath or shower. And probably are doing that every day anyway, but you're probably doing it before work. Why don't you think about also doing one after work? Especially if you can take a bath and put some candles around it and just give yourself 30 minutes. Read a book. I know you're reading books for class. I get that. But read some books that are of interest to you that aren't you're not associating with studying. So I got two books actually that I'm working on right now. I'm rereading the Garth Stein's The Art of Racing in the Rain. Um, the first time I read it, I cried like a blubbering idiot. And the other one is more because I'm always trying to keep myself current in different disciplines. And so this one is helping people win at work. And it is Ken Blanchard and Gary Ridge. And Gary Ridge actually is here in San Diego. And he is the CEO and owner of WD-40. He also teaches adjunct at USD. So easy read, and what you'll probably see, especially once we get into the Business 150 class, from time to time I'll make recommendations on books for you to consider. Next, breathe deeply. Just take some time, breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Do that about 10 times, 3 reps. Make sure you're eating well and healthy. Make sure you're staying connected with individuals. And so these are the types of things you can do that with. But I would also say limit your time on social media. So all of the different things that you're being bombarded with, limit your time with that because that's not healthy. If you don't have a hobby, get a hobby. I know this looks crazy, but a friend of mine bought me a latch hook kick. So I'm learning how to latch hook. I'm a huge Christmas guy. And so it is actually a tree skirt. So as I'm progressing, I'll share that with you. And then finally, take some time to listen to music, relaxing music, okay? So what I want you to do is really take and carve some time out for you. You're important, you're incredible, and we're going to get through this. I'm here for you if you need me. And so just feel free to reach out to me and take good care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon.